That 40 grit really tears this shit up.
That's the bad thing about it, though. It's so stiff that it breaks easily.
Yeah. It seems like it's no current.
That's what I do. Maybe up here.
Yeah.
And then maybe a little derms over the top. This section here, turns out the paint was like the only thing holding these things together.
I can believe it.
Yeah. Every one of these.
Like these ones are just like rattling around and shit.
Well, as you can see, look how wide the holes are.
Yeah.
The nails, it's just worked its way through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do the same thing I did over there and re-tack all of this stuff
This is
down.
going to be a big job.
Yeah, it is. And then I'm going to seal all the joints. Then I can finally paint. Look at this. I got this big crack here.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm going to do is take that nail out, and as you can see, I'll throw some glue in there and then suck it up tight and then put a nail in.
You know, I'm thinking a lot of this damage is probably just on this south side.
Well, this is the weather side.
Yeah, the north side should be a lot easier. So
well, in fact, all the other three sides of the house aren't as bad as this.
yeah, so it's not like the entire house will be exactly this bad.
The paint is crappy, but this side
That's in our favor.
Beat to death by the freaking weather.
The paint almost coming off is working in our favor, though.
Yeah.
So.
And I've found out that I use the heat gun to get most of it off and then go back and sand. Before, I would start with this and just start sanding.
Well, I think you scrape it too. You did some scraping.
I did a little bit.
It doesn't work that well.
No.
No.
And then the sanding, if you don't take enough off,
it just takes forever.
Works, but it takes forever.
And then you have like lead dust all over you.
So then now I'm going to the heat gun to get most of it off. And I started doing that here a little bit, but when I go continue on, I'm going to do it a lot more so that there's like hardly any paint left. So that it's like that.
Yeah.
And then it'll sand out lickety split.
Oh, and for all the commenters that are like, oh, you should have it tested for lead or whatever, it has lead. It has lead, okay? What do you want us to do? Like, get a hazmat suit or something?
Well, we're outside.
Yeah.
There's always a breeze.
And you just try not to breathe it in. I mean, you can't worry about, Bill filters out his air through a cigarette, and I just hold my nose.
I'm going to show you an example of the heat gun method.
Kind of like what we did last year.
Which I'm going to, on the inside?
Yeah.
I'm now going to do it much more on the outside. Because before, it was all about just sanding.
Yeah.
But then I discovered, yes, sanding works, but it takes forever in a day. So now,
get your thing heated up. That's the heat gun that we found at the thrift shop, right?
Yeah, it is.
$1.99.
Yeah. It's pretty cold wind, so we'll see how well this works.
And then you can get it going. Was it green?
Oh, was it originally?
It might have been green. Weird.
That is weird. I'm going back to the original.
Back in time. Oh, there was. That's right, there was. Okay. Because we were using on the green paint, the new stuff.
Yeah.
You're not doing it right.
Well, this is just an example.
That's a terrible example.
The point is, getting it down to this stage will then make the sanding super easy and super fast.
Yeah.
It's just starting on top of that, you have to go through what, 2 or 3 layers.
Here, let me give it a shot.
Oh yeah, you got it right down to the wood there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's blowing the hot air away.
Yeah,
though.
it's just too, got the cold wind. Oh, it was yellow, wasn't it?
Or maybe just aged. So you finally used my idea.
It's too freaking cold to paint, and I am...
Something happened, all the water is solid.
I am bound and determined to get that section done.
Yeah.
Come hell or high water.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm gonna drag the plastic out, make
So you made
a
heat tent.
I've got one of the space heaters in there. It's probably still running, and
it's probably running constantly.
It's quite comfy.
Oh, nice. And you know what? This plastic. Oh wow, this is like 80 degrees in here.
Yeah, it's fucking
It's great.
warm in here.
Yeah, it's running.
So I started.
See, I told you this could work.
I came out
mean,
yesterday.
It's better to wait till summer.
Right.
Yeah.
I put but like I say, I have all this bare wood.
You want to get this section done.
And I just wanted to get something on it because we're into the rain and the cold, and it got rained on a couple of times, and it's just soaking in, and I'm like, fuck, I just want to get it done. So I put this up yesterday. I came out, I did my caulking. I started with the first coat of paint.
It's looking good.
I want to get this rest of first coat on.
I see you fixed this well. Did you have to remove these and put them back in?
This had a fucking huge crack running all the way along there.
I assume you had to take these out and then move them up and tack them back in?
Yeah, like a lot of this is like new nails I put in. But
You put them in next to it?
Yeah, because
instead of messing with the old holes that are all...
I just left those alone and filled them. But
how do the shingles work for stopping the splash up?
real good, yeah.
Whenever we get the river rock down here, that'll be nice.
I want to do the same thing here once this is done and this is torn down. I mean, it's nice, but it's a little cramped. But
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? For just getting the shit to dry, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all nice and solid now.
This is nice.
And it looks kind of shitty, but that's just the first coat.
Once you really lather it on there, it'll be fine.
Right, once the second coat goes on, it'll be, it'll be like this again.
So, would you like me to help with this coat, or would it just be you again? Because you're the expert, you're the professional painter.
Yeah, and it's not gonna really take that long. Once we get first coat on, we can walk away and go have lunch.
This is on here.
It is, yeah.
I can tell, like, you're just like about at the end of your motivation for this part.
I just want to get this done.
And then you can get back to your bathroom.
The bathroom. I got sidetracked on that. God, how long ago now? 'Cause it started getting cold.
And then next year, I can practice my painting, and I can help a lot with that. But I think I'll probably help with the painting above, like on the second story, where you're not going to view it as much.
Oh.
Or the back side, not this side, you know?
It ain't hard.
I just don't want to mess up you're the craftsman now, so.
I'm more worried about dripping on my...
Yeah.
I keep looking down every now and then to wipe off any little green dots. I thought for sure we'd get another 60-degree day or something.
And then everything started freezing up.
Yeah. But we will get another 60-degree day now.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing this.
Probably tomorrow.
Yeah. If I didn't do this, it would stay cold. But now that I'm doing it,
I think maybe after this you should take an entire week or just 3 days off.
oh, I'm just freaking
Play some guitar.
getting to, oh jeez, I haven't done that forever. We're getting there.
Well, you are. You're doing all the work.
Well, this part's pretty tedious. It's all the same. Put it on one board, move to the next board. First time we did, I did tie-dye when I was a kid, back when.
My mother was big into tie-dye. Her license plate was tie-dye.
Isn't it still? I thought I seen something on her car that said something about tie-dye.
Yeah, her license plate is tie-dye, I think, still. She's had that for like 20 years. Which brings up another funny thought of like, people always remind me like, oh, you shouldn't show your license plates. People could look that up. It's like, yeah, well, people can already figure out where I live anyway. That's why I have a shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, so any of you fucking weirdos.
Like that one guy that called me and threatened to kill my cat. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, how do you get your phone number?
Evidently, all that information is online now.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I asked a long time ago when I wanted to get back into playing again. I hadn't talked to the guy I played with for years. And his number had changed by then.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking the girls at work, I'm like, do they have is there such a thing as a cell phone directory? And they're like, no. They're like, what are you trying to do? I'm like, well, I'm trying to get a hold of an old friend of mine. And one of the girls is like, well, is he on Facebook? I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe. She's like, well, what's his name? So I gave her his name, and she dials him up, and she's like, is that him? I'm like, yeah, that's him. And so she sent him a message from me.
Telling him to call you?
Yeah. Hey, I work with your friend Bill. He was trying to get a hold of you. Here's his number. So he calls me. We kind of reconnected, and I'm like, yeah, man, I want to get into playing, back into playing a little bit. I was just wondering if you knew anybody that had a used Strat they wanted to get rid of, you know? Because before I bought a brand new one, I was seeing if anybody had one they wanted to get rid of. He's like, no, I don't really. I mean, I got one, but I might sell you. I'm like, well, don't sell it if you don't want to, because I'll just get a new one. Which I ended up doing. I bought mine off of eBay from some guy in Washington.
Nice.
Who was selling it. And I got a good price on it too. I got the guitar and the case, which they don't come with, and that's like a $100 case at least. I got it all for $800, and that guitar.
Nice. Yeah, your guitar's nice.
$1,000 itself. So then we started hanging out. And I thought about trying to hook up with somebody, do some gigging again, but then I heard about this house for sale from this weirdo girl. And I thought, damn, for that kind of money, I'm going for it.
Mm-hmm. Quit your job at Fuckmart,
Yeah.
or, well, up there at least.
That, and, you know, my dad, my brother had recently passed. And Ma was in a home now. And
He didn't have as much anchoring you up in Wisconsin.
there was nothing to holding me there anymore. Because before I was taking care of the folks.
And plus, the winters are better here.
Oh, way better.
Because aren't they like all iced up over there now?
Oh, when my buddy called me the other day, they've had snow on the ground for a while.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, we have ice at night, but right now everything's thawing out during the day.
See up there when it snows and shit, and the roads get covered, they stay covered for the rest of the winter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here, they may get covered,
I
but
kind of wish that would happen here, but
the next day, they're all cleared out.
Yeah.
The interstates up there ain't really covered all the time because they have so much traffic on it. But like all the side roads and stuff, once they get covered, that's it. I'll be glad when this is done.
We can get lunch.
Yeah,
Hopefully that stupid lockdown doesn't shut down Cozy Cafe.
really.
Ugh. I still don't know anyone in the area that's gotten sick. You do,
I do. I work with two.
but I don't.
Two of the guys got sick.
It's
And
fun.
it's like-
It's funny. Like 10 months ago, they would have locked everything down, but now it's like, just go back to work.
Right. And they're like telling us, you're fine, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm like, we're in direct contact with this guy. It's all right. You know. It's like, well, because when we first found out, we're all looking at each other like, what?
Because you were worried that like it was gonna be like E.T., where like the men in spacesuits come and take you away and like lock you into some scientific cell thing. Because they built it up to such a big deal.
Because at first it was all like, well, because every day when you go to work, you have to go in through a special door and they take your temperature and they ask you, have you been in You taking anything for fevers? Have you been in direct contact with somebody with COVID? And it's like, well, yeah. But it makes no difference. It's like, why are you even asking me this stuff?
We turned off the space heater and man, it's still hot.
Yeah.
Nice. We went and got lunch and the heater's been off for a while and it's still nice and warm. It's like a little green. It's like a greenhouse.
Yeah.
We might, you know, we might not even need the heater if it's this good.
No, I'm not even gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna go get the paint, put another coat on, and that is it.
Nice. And then we can start working on the bathroom and the VR room that I'm building.
Yeah, the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back on that. Christ, I started that, God, I don't even know how long ago. And then it started getting cold, and it's like, oh, let's put plastic on the windows. Oh no, first it was, I'm tired of doing laundry. Let's set up the laundry.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it's getting cold, so let's do the windows.
Because you set up the laundry, and then you notice all the cracks in the windows.
Yeah, all the air was just gushing in.
And then I built that door, and the basement is like 20 degrees warmer.
That door really helps. Like,
yeah.
You open that door and walk into the other room.
It's freezing.
Oh, it's freezing, yeah.
Yeah, so the basement, you can be down there in your shorts, and you're not freezing while you're doing your laundry. And your laundry won't be freezing anymore.
And I don't have to drag everything to the car and drive it to the place.
And make somebody else richer.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of made friends with the owner. He was a nice guy and all, but still.
Still, it's a laundromat. You can have your own little laundromat in your basement.
Yeah.
Well, this plastic's an excuse not to film, so I like it.
God, I'm getting white all over.
Yeah.
But I gotta go over with
and
the
I see
green
the
anyway.
paint's already rushed in your nails.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh yeah, that second coat really does clean it up.
Yeah.
It removes that like depth because you can see a little bit of the brown on the first coat.
Oh yeah.
Which makes it more of a solid color.
And the thing is, this is my fussy part. You stand back 5 feet and you're never gonna see any of that anyway.
No.
But I'm right here and it's like, yeah, I can't not help myself.
You're dropping drips everywhere. Oh well, it looks good though.
Well, see this?
Yeah.
I had to hack a lot of that out.
I noticed that.
Because it was
on here.
Because I test fitted the piece, and it was sticking way out so that it was like rocking.
Oh yeah.
So I frickin' chiseled all that out there, and now the piece fits flat and doesn't rock around.
Better.
It would be easier if we weren't baking our asses off inside a plastic oven.
Oh well.
I put this up to get
Hey,
it warm.
it's better.
Holy crap.
It's better than this place is during summer when it's just roasting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh hey.
Maybe I'll do the same thing in the summer, except open the window and have the AC on.
Ah! That's a good idea.
What were you saying? You want me to move the camera?
No. Shut up. I said don't say anything. You never notice how loud the traffic is until you can't see it.
Yeah. You know everybody's looking over going, what's going on in there?
Mm-hmm. This is which we're growing the weed.
Yeah. Which wouldn't even be a big deal anymore since it's legal now.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. We have to find something else sinister to do with it then.
Yeah, we got rid of the dead body room.
This is where we're making the ricin. That's it.
The anthrax.
The anthrax, yes.
Remember when that was all those big things?
Mm-hmm.
Don't hear nothing about the anthrax no more. That's it. I'm gonna put my paint away.
What kind of like big diesel thing is out there? Oh, school bus.
This year.
It's freezing out here. So what are you gonna do? Glue that in, I guess?
I think so. I'm not sure yet. Let's do a couple of test fits here.
Like that? There you go. You pump it out. Move this out a little bit. So.
Hold your finger there just to hold it up.
Paper all stuck up, so let's take out the paper. We don't even need it.
Yeah, now I just knocked that red out of the way.
Push up on the top part more. Oh, are you hitting the wood?
I was.
Yeah, you're hitting the wood back in. You need to carve into the wood.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay. Let's bring this back down. Okay, now I know what it was hitting on. There we go. Yeah. Well, we almost had her. Okay, we gotta take her down because that other piece is all wedged up in there now.
There we go.
Yeah.
You see that
Okay.
solid. This side got pushed down, so I pushed it.
Okay.
Oh no. What happened there?
Shit.
Should we just leave it?
Well, hang on.
Can we go
Can
up
you get your
now?
nail on here?
It was behind it.
Oh,
Go out. You go up now?
okay.
Oh, it's gonna mess it up now.
There.
Shall I let go?
You can let go.
Finally.
Yeah, because then I'll put some caulk in there and that'll seal it. And I thought it was straighter than it was. Look at that edge up there. Kind
Yeah.
of flags up. But you know what?
Nothing's-
That's just the way it's going to be.
Nothing straight here.
Yeah, that's just the way it's going to have to be.
That little piece in there was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, that was a pain getting that little sliver in there. But it had to be there, otherwise there would have been that gap.
Mm-hmm.
And the original one, it went from a big piece all the way into nothing. So at least I've got
Something.
something, you know. Man, it's hard to do this stuff with a place that is no longer level and straight, too,
Yeah.
you know. You just kind of gotta. You just kind of gotta make everything fit, make everything work.
I think probably in the video, like next week, whenever we get some caulking or whatever, I'll figure it out.
Well, I got caulking inside. I can caulk it right away. Wait 20 minutes and then we can tear this down.
Oh, you want to get? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That works.
You know, we'll give it just enough time to set up,
Yeah.
and then I think that'd be fine. Because even outside, it's not like super freezing anymore. I bought the clear caulk, so I'm just going to shoot
Yeah.
clear in there.
You're gonna rinse your hand trying to squeeze that out again, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully, I think I bought,
What if you heated it up,
like
extra thick or whatever?
yeah,
Is it coming out?
it is.
Oh, okay. Because last time you really had to
Right.
wrench
I
that
think-
down.
Yeah, and I thought about that, and I'm like, you know what? I wonder if that was fucking old or something.
Yeah, this is really nice. Oh, that's a shame. You retard.
As I rip the plastic all down.
Meanwhile, I got it up without ripping it. No.
Careful now.
I'm the one that's careful.
Keep as much debris out of everything there as possible.
juggling the hammer. See, I can do it. I'm not that retarded.
Well, everyone knows you never go full retail. I like the way that I did the top detail to match the bottom detail. At first I wasn't going to do that. It was just going to be a flat board. And then I thought, well, I've got all that room on there. I might as well match it. Like I say, nothing's square and plumb anymore, so you just got to make it fit.
You want to come up there?
Yeah, that was so much work, and we had to go through so much to get this done. But there it is. Trim is on, paint is around it. And again, you know, we had to make it fit.
And now we can finally be done with the outside for this year.
Yeah, because
We got this little patch done.
and it took so much work because the weather is so cold.
And before it got cold, it was still hot.
Yeah.
It went from hot to cold. That's what Illinois is.
And then just stayed that way for days and days and days. I mean, I was waiting, what, 2 weeks for decent weather, and it was like, well, obviously it's not going to change, so up went the tarp.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya. And that's a nice window. I really like how the basement's so quiet now. You don't really hear the traffic because that window is like so soundproofing.
Yeah. Well, the two biggest open hole areas are now taken care of.
Yeah.